in my family, we drew straws to see who would represent us, and Isaiah and I lost. This week we've been staying at Mom's house, and I've enjoyed having several conversations with her. And in one of the conversations, she told me, you know, just recently I pulled out one of the old letters that Dad wrote to me. And she said, I read the letter, and in the letter it said, darling. And she told me, you know, he never called me darling his whole life. But in the letter, he called me darling. And I didn't ask her for permission, so I might get in trouble for this, but I went up to her room and I found the letter. Sometimes it's good. You learn things from Mike. Since I didn't get permission to read the letter, I'm only going to read you part of it. That I don't think she'll mind if I read. This letter was written July 21st, 1945. That's the postmark on the letter. And it's written from the Hotel Wiedenhof. And the date is July 19th, 1945. The letter begins, My darling, I have borrowed a pen and am able to scribble you out a letter again. You see, my pen went on the bum, and I had to send it back for repairs, and I have to wait till next week till I can buy a new one.
Sure, this isn't too personal.
That was the romantic part. I'm feeling fine, but I miss you more than ever. I love you, sweetheart. And as I sit here looking at your picture, I get to long for you more and more. I went to the movies tonight, and I saw Abbott and Costello in Here Come the Coeds. It was quite funny. The other night I saw Keep Your Powder Dry. In the picture at first, Lana Turner has her hair long like yours. Later she had it braided up around her head, which I imagine must be the way you do it, as mentioned in one of your latest letters. I'll be glad to get those pictures of you. And then he goes on to say some other things. I hope someday we can have at least 9 children. He said, I had an Uncle Peter. Maybe it would be nice to name one of the kids Peter. He said, we'll save that one for one of the good-looking ones. And some other mushy stuff. And then he says, good night, darling. Love, Bob.
Aww.
And I just want to say, Mom, that if Dad were here, he would say publicly in front of all these people, happy birthday, darling.